Hi and welcome to my first video. I'm going to be showing you how to create a programming language with Visual Basic. First, click on the Windows Form application to create one. We're going to give it a title. I'm just going to call it Programming Language. Then into this, we're going to add a menu strip. We're then going to add a text box and scroll up and add a list box. Now we're going to make the list box invisible in the properties menu by setting visible to false. We're going to set the text box to multi-line. We're also going to select it to dock with the whole screen. In the menu box, I'm going to create file and close so we can close the program, and then I'm going to type debug and run. Now I'm going to double click the close and type in end to end the program. Now when we run it, we've now got our interface for creating our program. Now if we go to debug and double click on run, we'll open the program for run. The first thing we need to do is clear the list box from the last items that we put in. Next, we're going to put everything that was in the text box into the list box. Now we're going to start a loop for I equals 0 to listbox 1.items.count minus 1. Dim test string as string equals listbox 1.items.item. So that makes the string just take the first item in our list box and test that. Then we're going to create an array by going dim test array. When you create arrays, you do need to put the open and close brackets in yourself as string equals split test string. Now what that will do is split everything in that string into different parts of an array so we can test it. Now I'm going to run the test. If test array 0, which is the first thing you typed into array, equals print, then message box test array 1. So what this will do is check for if you typed in print and then or message box the second thing you write. Now the problem with this is that it will only message box the first word you write. However, I'm going to try and do a fix for that, and I'll make another video. Now to add some other things, we're going to go if test array 0 equals beep, then for the computer to beep. Now we're going to also add an exit function. If test array 0 equals exit, then end. This will end the whole programmer. However, once we go to compile it in other videos, then that will help. So that's all of it now, and we can save it. And now when we run it, we should be able to write a simple program. So I'm going to write print hello, I'm going to beep, I'm going to write print goodbye, and then I'm going to exit the program. Make sure you do leave a character return after every line, especially the last one, otherwise it might get confused. Now type debug run, it will say hello, say goodbye, and it beeped again if you didn't hear that, and then it will close the program. Now the problem with that is we're not actually changing the message box title, so what we can do is we can add that in. So if we do 2 of these, because that's a type of message box which we're not going to get into at the moment, and then type in test array 2, what that will do is have the title as 2. So if we run that, we can now change the title by going print hello and then the title as message. Now when we debug and run that, it will print hello with the title message. So that is my very simple programming language tutorial. You can add your own code in there. I hope you understood it. If you didn't, then you can message me and I'll try and reply as quick as I can. Thank you very much.